Section 41. You are listening at novelfull.audio. As a powerful person in the Great Emperor realm, she had naturally dealt with the demons before, so this aura was not wrong. Hua Qingyu was shocked when she heard this and hurriedly pulled her brothers back. At the same time, she shouted, "Don't go over there, they are demons." However, it was too late. "Brother, what are you doing?" "Sister, don't." The people who ran over found their brothers, and the sisters smiled coldly and began to slaughter them. The shrill screams resounded throughout the ruins. "Demon! Sister, you mean, that they were shocked in their hearts, how could there be demons in the secret realm?" When the people behind saw this bloody scene, they all ran back. "Don't ask, hurry up." Shihao and others also ran back with the crowd. Because they had prepared early, they ran very close. Just as they were about to reach the exit, a large number of monsters suddenly rushed out in front. He. My blood food. Where are you going? The leading monster Gui Sha laughed sinisterly, and at a command, the monsters began to slaughter indiscriminately. The monsters behind also caught up. There was an ambush in front and pursuers behind, and there was no way to retreat. Fight them. The disciples of each sect saw that there was no way to escape, so they picked up their weapons and fought with the monsters in front of them. Ah! Help! Don't kill me! The screams shook the sky. As they fought, they found that these monsters were not only powerful, but also fearless. The most terrifying thing was that the dead disciples would be possessed by monsters and then stand up again to slaughter everyone. The situation was one-sided. Haha, brother, sure, our ideal can be realized. I will kill happily today. Disciples of Dongxian Holy Land, listen to the order, follow this holy sun to kill the monsters. Kill. Ha. Come on, let's see who kills more monsters. How about it? Shihao punched the monster in front of him and laughed. Who's afraid of who? Come on. 1, 2, 3. While speaking, Wang Ting killed 3 monsters instantly. Junior brother, junior sister, be careful. After Shihao instructed Lin Bai and the others, he rushed into the monster pile with full firepower. Supreme Reincarnation Method. Supreme Reincarnation Fist. Shihao was like a god of war, punching and killing, and a large number of monsters died. Seeing how fierce they were, everyone approached the Holy Land. The massacre continued, and these monsters were crazy when they saw the blood. Chapter 35. Joining forces to kill the monsters, the Empress took action. Fuck, my spirit sword has been cut to a point of bending the blade. What's your kids? My hoe is smoking. Your hoe is smoking. I've scrapped 2 of my knives. The disciples of the sects in the ruins were all bloodthirsty, and they raised their hands and knives, without blinking an eye. However, there were too many monsters, as if they were endless, and their people were killing fewer and fewer, and at least half of their disciples died, and these monsters are difficult to kill. If they are not killed with one blow, they will recover quickly. Green Lotus Sword Technique. Green Lotus leads the way. Lin Bai held the Green Lotus sword and killed the monsters frantically, and the sword energy swept out. However, as the spiritual energy in his body was consumed, his physical strength gradually became exhausted. No, senior brother. There are too many monsters. If you continue like this, you will be finished sooner or later. He wanted to become a man who surpassed the emperor. Is he going to capsize in this gutter? Protect my junior sister, I'll be here soon. Shihao, who was concentrating on killing, turned around and shouted when he heard his junior brother's words. After killing more than a dozen monsters in front of him with one punch, he rushed to his junior brother and sister. On the other side, Wang Ting slashed with a sword, and more than a dozen monsters in front of him were swept away, and then a steady stream of monsters rushed towards him. Miss Jie, Brother Mu. It's time now, hurry up and show us your life-saving trump cards. He's not good at a protracted war. He's good at blitzkrieg, or the kind that resolves the battle quickly. If Wang Ting hadn't been born, the 6 eternities would have been like a long night. After Wang Ting shouted, he took out a scroll from his space ring. The fiery red scroll contained the full force of a semi-saint, and the scroll flew into the sky and released, accompanied by a huge roar. thousands of monsters were crushed to death on the spot. A large vacuum period appeared. Seeing this, the Saint Jie Mengxin of Lanyue Holy Land and Mu Fan of Tianqing Holy Land both took out their life-saving trump cards. They also understood that if they continued to be exhausted like this, they would die sooner or later. Their own Holy Land disciples began to suffer casualties, and they couldn't wait any longer. Jie Mengxin took off a jade token from her neck. Mu Fan's was the same as Wang Teng's, also a scroll, like Wang Teng. These were life-saving trump cards given by the semi-saints in the sect, all of which contained the full force of the semi-saints. As the powerful spiritual power blasted in, thousands of monsters were cleared out with a burst of strange cries. The remaining handful was also killed by the disciples. At this point, everyone stopped, breathed a sigh of relief and was glad that they could survive. In the brutal massacre, at least half of the people in the sects died. I'm so tired. These damn monsters have finally been cleared out. Yes, thanks to the people from the Holy Land who made a full effort. Many people collapsed on the spot, exhausted physically and mentally. Shi Hao and others also breathed a long sigh of relief. It was the first time for them to personally participate in such a brutal battle, and they were both excited and frightened. The ruins were littered with corpses and blood flowed like a river. Everyone suggested burying the bodies of these disciples on the spot, and everyone agreed. There were more or less disciples from their own sects inside, otherwise they would not bother to care in this secret realm where people are eaten without leaving any bones. Are you all right? Section 42. You are listening at novelfull.audio. I'm fine, senior brother. Oh, the blood on my body was splashed by others. I'm fine too, senior brother. Hua Qingyu said after taking a breath. She now knew what the senior meant when he said that his two senior brothers were not simple, too strong. One was like a god of war, punching and killing a large number of monsters, and the other was like a sword god in the world, killing demons with every sword. Only she, because she lacked the corresponding skills, could not exert the full strength of the holy body. This is why powerful forces will become stronger and stronger as long as they do not experience disasters. They have a deep foundation, countless skills, countless elixirs, and complex connections. So what if you are talented? Without skills, elixirs, and backing, it still won't work. Want to surpass others with 10 years of hard work? Don't dream. Except for hanging on the wall. Brother Shi, this battle is so exciting. Wang Ting came over and patted Shi Hao on the shoulder. The two young men with the same ideals realized it together today, killing demons and defending the way. It's so satisfying. But I won't compete with you. You used your trump card to kill so many monsters. Shi Hao still remembered what Wang Ting had said to him just now. He wanted to compete with him to see who killed more monsters. How can we compare? You killed at least 1,000 monsters when you used your trump card, but the trump card is also a kind of strength. I'm just kidding. Just as they were about to leave, the anomaly reappeared. The blood-red clouds in the sky were all shrouded in darkness, and the entire secret realm was dark. What's going on? There won't be any more monsters. They're coming again. After the previous battle, everyone was exhausted. He. It's interesting that you can actually destroy my demon army. I like to eat geniuses like you the most. He. A huge monster with 2 horns on its head appeared in the sky. Fuck. What kind of monster is this? Fuck, this is the Demon King. My life is over. Everyone was panicking and wanted to flee from here. They had no power to fight back against such a powerful monster. However, where could they escape to in the secret realm? According to the time calculation, it would take at least 1 day for the exit of the secret realm to open again. Miss Jie, Brother Mu, please act quickly. After Wang Ting finished speaking, he hurriedly took out the scroll again. The aura of this monster was too strong, far more than 100 times stronger than the strongest ghost in the ruins just now. After hearing Wang Ting's words, the 3 of them acted together. The fiery red scroll, jade pendant and a green scroll were all thrown at the monster in the sky. After the huge roar, the monster was unharmed. Are you tickling me? Fuck. Could it be the Demon King of the Holy Realm? It's over now, Wang Ting said in despair. Why is there a demon king of the Holy Realm in this secret realm? The aura of this monster was unstable, and it was obvious that it had not fully recovered, but it was not something that these people could resist. I will kill you first, and then go to the East region to kill people. The demon king started to attack, but he just stood still, and the people below screamed. Ah! My hand! My foot! Some people with low strength began to melt their entire bodies by the demonic energy. Qingyu, let go of the sea of consciousness. Just as Hua Qingyu was busy and didn't know what to do, the senior in the ring spoke again. She immediately let go of the sea of consciousness, and Mu Shuexian's residual soul entered. She would pay a price for attacking like this, but because she had taken the holy medicine before, it was acceptable. Seeing that Hua Qingyu and others were about to be killed, she couldn't stand by and watch. Lend me the Qingyun sword. Mu Shuexian said with an unquestionable tone. Ah. Junior sister, you want to? Lin Bai wanted to say more, but saw the cold eyes of the junior sister, and quickly handed over the Qingyun sword. Then, in the shocked eyes of Shi Hao, Wang Tang, and others, he flew towards the demon king in the sky. Chapter 36. Kill the demon with a sword and return to the sect. Where did this reptile come from? You are looking for death. The demon king was furious when he saw someone dare to kill him with a sword. Who is this woman? She is so brave. Are you tired of it? Say that you are turning around and standing. Zhanhua 70. Everyone was shocked to see someone taking the initiative to kill the demon in the sky. Junior sister, be careful. Lin Bai never expected that the sword that his junior sister borrowed from him was actually. It's too late to stop it now. I just hope a miracle can happen. The demon king roared, and the demonic energy rushed to the sky. He slapped it with all his strength. He wanted to smash this reptile looking for death into mud. Mu Shuexian held the sword and directly penetrated his palm and continued to fly up. The stinging pain from his palm made the demon king even more furious. A large amount of demonic energy swept across the world. Impossible. Who are you? Why is there a strong man like you in the eastern region? The demon king roared. He couldn't understand why this reptile was so young and had such a powerful cultivation. Weren't all the geniuses in the eastern region killed by them? Humble ants, you don't need to know my name. Mu Shuexian stood in the air with a sword. The Qingyun sword in his hand emitted a dazzling light, and then a huge sword energy slashed out. No. Feeling the fatal threat, the demon king roared. You damned blood eaters, just wait, our demon army will come back. Then Jia. Before the demon king finished speaking, the sharp sword energy penetrated his body and then disappeared. Lin Bai was completely stunned. Junior sister killed the demon king. Looking at the figure in the sky, the sword energy was running wild, killing the demon with one sword, and then leaving in a chic manner. He couldn't help but sigh. He still has a long way to go on the road of sword cultivation. Although everyone was saved, they were still in a state of confusion. Section 43. You are listening at novelfull.audio. If they remember correctly, this secret realm is for disciples to test, right? That demon king can't even block your sword. Why are you coming in to join in the fun with us? Only later did I realize that it must be a life-saving trump card given by the sect. There is no such strong person in this secret realm who has a bone age limit of 22. Wucao, brother Shi. Your junior sister is so powerful. Hey, is this the life-saving trump card given by your sect leader? Look at other people's trump cards, and then look at your own. It's completely incomparable. That damn devil even said he was tickling him, damn it. Wang Ting said angrily. If the devil hadn't disappeared into thin air, he would have had to go up and make up for it. Probably, right. Shi Hao reacted from the shock. These things are not what he, as a disciple, should be concerned about. Sword, here you go. The sword is good. Mu Shuexian came to Lin Bai and handed him the sword. As a person in the great emperor realm, he naturally knows this Qingyun sword, the sword of the medieval sword god. I'm just curious about why the sword appears in the hands of senior brother Qingyu. thinking about the time when the sword god died and his sword disappeared without a trace. All the sword cultivators in the central region searched frantically but could not find it. How could it end up in the eastern region? Qingyun Sect. Lin Bai reacted and quickly took the sword. In the following day, the disciples of all the sects also searched in the secret realm for a day, and more or less gained something. It's just that no more lucky ones were born, and the inheritance of the saint did not appear this time. As the end time came, a vortex appeared above the secret realm, exactly the same as when they entered. Let's go, Brother Sure, the exit of the secret realm is open. The exit of the secret realm is only open for half a day. If you haven't left after half a day, you will have to wait for the next time the secret realm is opened. This time it was a worthwhile trip. Qilin Dynasty, outside Qilin City, the elders of each sect are already waiting here, hoping that their disciples can obtain the inheritance of the saints. If it is not possible, they can use more resources. A whirlpool appeared outside Qilin City, and disciples walked out one after another. When the time was almost up, the disciples from all the sects had almost come out. Seeing the number of disciples reduced to less than half, everyone was filled with emotion. The competition in this secret realm is really fierce. How is it? Is there any saint's inheritance? An elder asked impatiently when he came up. No, and I haven't found anything good yet. No. Then why are you so competitive and so many people died? The elder was puzzled. Elder, we encountered a lot of monsters inside. Almost all of them were buried in the secret realm. Fortunately, the Holy Land and a powerful female prodigy took action to destroy them. The disciple who spoke is still feeling palpitated. Magic. Brother Sure, I'll say goodbye then. If you have the chance, come to my Dongxian Holy Land for tea. After Wang Ting finished speaking, he turned around and left with his remaining disciples. This time, there were a total of 21 people in their holy land including him, and 3 were lost in the secret realm. Farewell, Brother Wang. Shi Hao and the other 3 also turned and left. As a holy son of Yi, Wang Ting didn't have much arrogance and they were still willing to make friends. One more friend would open up a new path, even though this kid really liked to pretend. Master, the 3 of them saw Feng Qingyang from a distance and ran over quickly. Feng Qingyang was chatting and laughing with the Qilin king. Are you okay? Your elder brother said he didn't even see you in the secret realm. He said there were monsters in it. You haven't encountered any monsters. Hua Qingyu's eldest brother has been looking for opportunities since he entered the secret realm, and even the monsters inside were told by others. He also heard that the person who killed the demon king was a woman in a red dress. He was thankful that he had not gone when he heard the rumor, otherwise he might not have come out alive. Father, I'm fine, thanks to the protection of my 2 senior brothers. Hearing the junior sister's words, Shi Hao and Lin Bai's expressions were a little unnatural, thinking of the figure who slays demons with one sword. It's okay. I would also like to thank the 2 sages for protecting me. No, Qingyu is our junior sister, it should be right. Both Shi Hao and Lin Bai didn't know what to say. Could it be that your daughter is so strong that she killed the devil with one sword? Don't you need our protection? Okay, since there is nothing to do here, let's go back to the sect. Now everything is ready, all it takes is to open a mountain and recruit disciples. Farewell, my lord. Feng Qingyang stepped forward and said that he had been entertained with good wine and meat in the palace for the past 2 days, and had experienced a lot of luxury. Farewell, Master Feng. You must practice hard when he arrives at Shenzong. After the king of Qilin finished speaking, he did not forget to give instructions. Yes, I understand, father. After Hua Qingyu said that, she followed Shi Hao and the others onto the Qingyun warship. On the road. Master, we have gained a lot this time. Shi Hao told Feng Qingyang the whole process of obtaining the holy medicine and killing monsters in the ruins. Holy medicine, the wind is clear and you want to think about it. Yes, mad. Qingyun Sect doesn't have an alchemist yet. Should we ask the Ancestor to capture, an alchemist? Demon clan. Sooner or later we will uproot them. I hope you 3 are fine. Feng Qingyang also learned about the origin of the ancient saint's secret realm during the 2 days he was in the palace. In short, the strong prey on the weak. There is nothing you can do about it, because this is a cruel world of immortal cultivation. However, when the knife and the fish on the chopping board are switched, the demons will know the horror of the Qingyun Sect in the eastern region. Chapter 37 Sect Token, Phoenix Sacred Art. The Qingyun warship flew towards the Qingyun Sect at an extremely fast speed, 1,000 miles in a flash. In the Qingyun Palace, after learning that the sect master had returned, the outer sect elder Yi Bai and the guard elder Wang Xian hurried to report their work. This was Feng Qingyang's order before he left. He wanted to see how the Qingyun Sect was running when he was not in the sect. Sect Master, these 2 days, large and small forces have continued to send resources, and as many as 20 storage halls have been built. Section 44. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Then, after I met with the head of the Lin family, they were continuously sent to Qingyun City. The construction of Qingyun City has already taken shape. Yi Bai reported respectfully, and then Wang Xian also stepped forward. Master, in the 2 days you were away, my guard team was here, and everything was going well at Qingyun Sect and Qingyun City. Well, Qingyun City is one of the faces of my Qingyun Sect, and it must be built perfectly. Feng Qingyang nodded with satisfaction, then he waved his hand and said arrogantly, throw resources at me and speed up the construction progress. As the overlord of the entire Lingzhou, Qingyun Sect is the least lacking in resources now. The current situation is that if you rush to send resources to Qingyun Sect, it depends on whether Qingyun Sect will accept them. What? You said you won't send them? It doesn't matter, there are many people and forces who want to send them. You are not the only one needed. Yes, Master. Oh, by the way, you two should get ready. Choose a day to open the mountain and accept disciples. Go down. Outside Qingyun Hall, a comprehensive view of the entire Qingyun Sect. The entire sect has a new conspicuous building. It is the 100-story trial tower that is directly present in the sect. At this time, Shi Hao and the other two were standing under the tower in a daze. Looking up, the towering tower soared into the sky. Then it was awkward. After the 3 of them arrived at the sect, Shi Hao and Lin Bai said that they would take their junior sister Hua Qingyu to familiarize themselves with the sect. They are not familiar with it yet, so they will not be able to do it first. They have never seen this tower before. Brother, what is such a majestic tower used for? Oh. This is our Qingyun Sect's giant tower. Shi Hao's words were as good as nothing he had said. Ah, yes, that's right. Lin Bai also echoed. Hua Qingyu was actually more confused than the 2 of them. She was shocked by the fairyland-like Qingyun Sect as soon as she came down. Now think about what the master said that day. Maybe in his eyes, the overlord-level forces can really be destroyed with a single move. The Holy Land can't be compared with the Qingyun Sect. Thanks to the senior's decisive reminder, it seems that the senior is still foresight. Hua Qingyu said in her heart. At this time, Mu Shuixian was also very shocked. He was not surprised by the fairyland-like venue of the Qingyun Sect. As a great emperor, what scene has she not seen? It's not that her tolerance is so poor, but when she came to the Qingyun Sect and thought of the mysterious sect master who exposed his identity, she became curious. The emperor's divine consciousness unconsciously enveloped, wanting to explore the truth of the Qingyun Sect. Who knew that as soon as she released the divine consciousness, she was directly crushed back by a more powerful divine consciousness. Then she remembered a sentence in her sea of consciousness. Since you have some connection with the sect master's disciple, if you dare to offend again, you will be killed. Mu Shuixian was frightened away at once, and the emperor's state of mind was almost shattered. Qingyun Sect actually has such a strong man. She didn't dare to think about it anymore. Shi Hao and the other 3 briefly wandered around the sect again, then they went to the storage hall. On the way, they happened to meet Elder Yi Bai, and then in his calm, shocked expression, he took out all the holy medicines and pills on his body. Elder, these are the pills we got from the secret realm, and now they are all handed over to the sect. Well, you are thoughtful. Yi Bai said and put them away calmly, but why is the hand of a strong man at the peak of the broken sky realm a little trembling? He has never seen so many holy medicines in his life. Shi Hao and the other two went to Qingyun Hall again, and the master said that he had something to give them, in Qingyun Hall. Master. Here it is, this is your sect token. Feng Qingyang waved his hand, and 3 blue-green tokens flew out and fell into the hands of Shi Hao and the others. This was what he had caved from the system during those 2 days in the palace. Damn it. How could the number 1 sect in the universe not even have a disciple token? After he explained the reason, threatening, the system generously sent a large number of them. The quantity was large enough, which would save trouble in the future. This token not only showed identity, but also saved contribution points. He had planned that some things in the sect would need contribution points to be exchanged in the future. The sect posted tasks on the task board, and disciples completed them to obtain contribution points, and then exchanged things or entered the sect's secret realm or something. Of course, disciples could also post tasks on the task board with the contribution points in their tokens. However, the sect would charge a 5% service fee, which was very expensive. Shi Hao and the others picked it up and saw the 3 characters of Qingyun Sect engraved on the blue-green token. Then they looked at the back and saw the 2 characters of personal discipleship engraved on it. With this token, they could represent their identity and status in the sect. Thank you, Master. Shi Hao and the other 2 immediately bowed and thanked him, but there were some doubts. Didn't the Master tell them to start from the outer sect? Shi Hao often called himself the eldest brother of the outer sect of Qingyun Sect. Now he had to give this title to the new brothers. You 3 have passed the ancient secret realm and have experienced the cruel battlefield. From today on, you are formal disciples. Thank you, Master. Shi Hao and the other 2 were moved and bowed again. Now they are the legitimate disciples of the Master. By the way, Master Qingyu has a method to pass on to you. It is your gift for joining the sect. Release your consciousness. Hua Qingyu released her consciousness when she heard it. As soon as she reached the purple light circle, she flew into it. Phoenix Xingju, that she felt it for a while and found that this technique was particularly suitable for his phoenix holy body. It was tailor-made for him. Hurry up and thanked. Thank you, Master. Qingyu will never let you down, Master, and the sect. If you do something, you will be struck by 5 thunders and die. She was so moved. The cheat master she thought of taught her such a technique as soon as she entered the sect, so she couldn't help but make a vow. You must know that once a cultivator makes a vow, he must never regret it, otherwise he will definitely grow demons in his heart and die. No need to do that, you all go down to practice first. Section 45. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Qingyu, leave the ring on your hand. I have something to say to her. Okay, Master. Hua Qingyu took off the ring on her hand after hearing this. She knew that Master knew about the existence of the senior in the ring. They had a conversation that day. Chapter 38, Lotus Root Body Shaping, Summoning the Elders. Come out, do you still need our sect to invite you? After Shi Hao and the other 3 left, Feng Qingyang glanced at the Milong ring and said lightly. Mu Shuixian flew out of the ring after hearing this. She is still in the state of residual soul, so her figure is transparent and floating. What do you want? Mu Shuixian is curious about what this mysterious sect leader wants to do. After seeing the terribleness of Qingyun Sect, as an emperor, her arrogance has also been restrained a lot, and others can control her at any time. I don't want to do anything, I just want to talk to you about something. I will also give you a chance to change your fate, it depends on whether you can grasp it. Come to my Qingyun Sect and be an elder for 100,000 years. No, it's more accurate to say that you will work for my Qingyun Sect for 100,000 years for nothing. How about the reward of rebuilding your body for you? 100,000 years, that even though she was at the level of a great emperor, she was deeply moved. How many 100,000 years does a great emperor have? It's still unclear whether she will still be alive after 100,000 years, but rebuilding the body. It's quite tempting for her, she is just a remnant soul now, and it's a long way to go if she wants to rebuild herself. Thinking of this, she no longer hesitated. 100,000 years is 100,000 years. Grit her teeth and do it. How to do it? It's very simple, just sign a Dao contract. This is what the system told him. Originally, he wanted the system to give him a good thing to control people. The Tao contract is something more cruel than the Tao oath. Once any party repents, it will, after signing, it will really be a thunderbolt from heaven. The kind that will be blasted into pieces. Come on. They communicated with the heaven and earth through their cultivation. After Feng Qingyang wrote the Tao contract, he used his divine mind to engrave the name of Qingyun Sect. Mu Shuixian looked at it and found it was okay, so she also left her name with her divine mind. The contract was generated. The general content of the contract was that Qingyun Sect would give Mu Shuixian a body to shape, and Mu Shuixian would work for Qingyun Sect for nothing for 100,000 years, and then the agreement would be terminated. Those who violated the contract would die in there. Tao would be destroyed. Feng Qingyang sneered at this. Qingyun Sect had to step back a little when they went out to the Tao, understand? But it was still unnecessary. He was mainly for Mu Shuixian, the coolie. As an emperor, she could barely be an inner sect elder, teach the inner sect disciples. Okay, in that case, this sect will reshape your body for you. The system took out the lotus body shaping lotus root. Then Feng Qingyang said that the lotus root was designated on Mu Shuixian. A bright light shone out, and a lotus root body attached to Mu Shuixian. Then she continued to transform into a brand new body. From Mu Shuixian's perspective, Feng Qingyang just waved his hand casually and a brand new body appeared on her body. The living and the dead, the flesh and bones. Seizing the fortune of heaven and earth. Such a cultivation. Who is the master? Okay, this is the lotus holy body given to you by this seat. Since I can give it, I can take it back. As for the Tao contract, do you think I am afraid of it? Thank you, master, but what else can she do about Feng Qingyang's threat? She can only say thank you. I am the fish on the chopping board. After the body shaping was completed, Mu Shuixian appeared in the form of a flesh body, wearing a green long skirt. She felt a little bit that this body actually came with it. It's amazing. She tried it but could only mobilize the strength of the saint realm. After all, it was a residual soul before. However, her great emperor realm is here. Now she is just restoring her cultivation. It will be smooth sailing to the great emperor realm. Go down, you will be the inner sect elder of Qingyun Sect from now on. Perform well, and I will recruit disciples on a certain day. After Mu Shuixian left, Feng Qingyang opened the system interface again. I still have 5 summoning cards from the last reward that I haven't used. I must bring more strong people when I am about to recruit disciples. Give me the gold. The system uses all summoning cards. The silver summoning card was used successfully. Drawing. Congratulations to the host for drawing the outer gate elder Mu Tian, who is at the peak of the shattered sky realm. The silver summoning card was used successfully. Drawing. Congratulations to the host for drawing the outer gate elder Mu Feng, who is at the peak of the shattered sky realm. The silver summoning card was used successfully. Drawing. Congratulations to the host for drawing the half-saint inner gate elder Luo Chen. The silver summoning card was used successfully. Drawing. Congratulations to the host for drawing the law enforcement hall elder Luo Wudao, who is at the peak of the saint realm. The silver summoning card was used successfully. Drawing. Congratulations to the host for drawing the elder Nye Hailong, who is at the peak of the saint realm. The drawn character is being portrayed, carved successfully. Fuck. Finally I got the gold back. 1 half-saint, 2 saint peaks. 2 outer sect elders, 1 inner sect elder, elders from the Gongfa Hall and elders from the Law Enforcement Hall. This is barely enough. Open the personal panel to check. Master, Feng Qingyang, Realm, Early True Person Realm, Disciples, Lin Bai, Shi Hao, Hua Qingyu, Physique, Godly Body of the Heavens. The strong men of the sect, Ancestor Li Qingyun, the peak of the Great Emperor Realm, the Guard Elder Wang Xian, the peak of the Shattering Sky Realm, the outer sect elders Yi Bai, Mu Tian, and Mu Feng, the peak of the Shattering Sky Realm, guarding 5 people. Inner sect elder Mu Shuixian has entered the Holy Realm. Luo Chen is a half-saint. Law Enforcement Hall elder Luo Wudao has entered the Saint Realm, and Kung Fu Hall elder Nye Hailong has entered the Holy Realm. Sect, Qingyun Sect, First Level, 9,000/10,000. The host still needs to work hard to build the first divine sect in the heavens, without delay. What the hell, dog system, why are you urging me? In just a few days, Qingyun Sect has become so powerful, Feng Qingyang doesn't dare to exaggerate about Haikao now, but the distance between becoming the first sect in the entire Huanwu continent may only be the high-level and high-level experts and disciples. As long as he is given some time, Qingyun Sect can conquer 5 regions and 65 states. The elders who were systematically depicted outside the hall arrived. 2 peak saints, 1 half saint. Mu Shuixian raised his head and said secretly, I thought to myself that this Qingyun Sect is really a crouching tiger, hidden dragon. With such strength, it can overwhelm the eastern region. Section 46. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Junior sister, don't be afraid. This is the arrival of the elders of our Qingyun Sect. Sure Hao briefly told his junior sister what he knew. The strong men of the Qingyun Sect are all sleeping or traveling abroad. Now the sect is about to enter the world and stir up troubles. That's why they are recruiting disciples one after another. Chapter 39, Founding a Mountain to Recruit Disciples, Gathering Geniuses. At this time, in the magnificent Qingyun Palace, as the #1 sect in the future world, what can you do if you have few disciples? Please host the first opening ceremony to recruit disciples. If you complete the task, you will receive a huge reward. Very good. The system is my favorite. This mission couldn't have come at a better time. Feng Qingyang, who had originally planned to start a new business and recruit disciples, was overjoyed to find out that he could kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Now, whether it's for the system mission or the Qingyun Sect, they have to have a good fight. With a thought in his mind, Feng Qingyang called all the middle and high-level officials of the Qingyun Sect to the Qingyun Hall using his spiritual voice. Feng Qingyang sat in the main seat, and below him sat the Ancestor Li Qingyun, who closed his eyes and rested. Law Enforcement Hall Elder Luo Wudao, Gongfa Hall Elder Nie Hailong, Inner Sect Elders Mu Shuixian and Luo Chen, the Guard Elder Wang Xian, the Outer Sect Elders Yi Bai, Mu Tian and Mu Feng. Then there is Lin Zhan, the head of the Lin family, sitting at the back. Most of the newly summoned elders are middle-aged men who are in their prime. At this time, they have all put on their respective elder uniforms. The cyan color of the outer sect elders is much brighter than that of the disciples, and it is mostly cyan and only a little bit white. The one of the inner sect elders is quite different. It is mainly blue and green, and the rock embroidered on the back has also turned into several abstract clouds, which means walking on the green clouds. The religious uniform of the Law Enforcement Hall is more dignified, while the Gongfa Hall is more Confucian and Taoist. At this time, they all looked respectfully at the sect leader on the main seat, all of them with extraordinary aura. This is also the first elders meeting held since Qingyun Sect was re-established. Everyone, the time has come. Now our Qingyun Sect has complete facilities and elders. It can be said that it is powerful. Looking at the entire eastern region, there is no one who can match it. But if a sect wants to prosper for a long time, it cannot do without talented disciples, resulting in a lack of recruitment. So this sect has decided to open the mountain to accept disciples in 3 days. I declare that the Qingyun Sect has officially joined the WTO. Although we now dominate Lingzhou, we must not stay in one corner. This time we join the WTO, we intend to target the entire eastern region. After Feng Qingyang finished speaking, all the elders stood up and agreed. We will obey the order of the sect master. We, the Qingyun Sect, will surely rise to the top. At the same time, Lingzhou, a piece of news came out. Lingzhou was boiling, as if a bomb had been dropped into the plain lake surface. Blow up Lingzhou directly. 3 days later, the Qingyun Sect of Lingzhou Sect opened a mountain to accept disciples. The news swept across Lingzhou at an extremely fast speed. Lingzhou, Xianyue City. The Qingyun Sect has finally opened its doors to accept disciples. Yes, let's go quickly, brotherly. Our Xianyue City is closest to the Qingyun Sect. If we go there too late, we won't be able to get the first place. You also know that I like to be the first in everything I do. Let's wait 3 days in front of the sect. Although the man opposite him was excited, he still said helplessly. This time, the Qingyun Sect has more than hundreds of millions of disciples. It's useless for us to be the first to arrive. With our qualifications, it will be difficult to fight in the huge Lingzhou. You kid, why don't you have any fighting spirit? My dad said I have the talent to transform into a god. How talented you are in becoming a god. You know nothing about it. If I can join the Qingyun Sect and become a handyman disciple this time, it will be a life worth living. There are many people who think the same as him, and he is the overlord of the entire Lingzhou. Once you join the Qingyun Sect, even if you are just a handyman disciple, you will reach the sky in one step. All those who even claim to have some qualifications are embarking on the journey to Qingyun Sect. It is the place they long for in their hearts and the starting point of their dream journey. All the forces in Lingzhou, including families, dynasties, and casual cultivators, all sent people to come. There were hundreds of millions of them. It is difficult to fight your way out among these hundreds of millions and join the Qingyun Sect. It's as difficult as going up to the sky. What's more, some sect leaders immediately decided to dismiss their sects and see if they could work as part-timers in the Qingyun Sect with their own strength and luck. Even if he is asked to pick the excrement, he still feels that the excrement smells fragrant. From now on, I will feel more confident when I go out. What? Do you look down on people who are picky? I'm the head of the Qingyun Sect. Don't you want to hang out in Lingzhou anymore? Qingyun Sect. That's okay, no disrespect. At the same time, Lingzhou, Warcraft Forest. Drink. Die to me. A young man punched the monster Minghu. Minghu's huge body was blasted several meters away. He wailed, tilted his head, and fell straight down. If outsiders would be shocked to see it, my god. The demonic beast Minghu is a 4th-level demonic beast, which is equivalent to the peak of the nascent soul of a monk. You must know that the boy in front of you is only 17 or 18 years old. It is simply terrifying. The nascent soul has reached its peak. It's coming soon. When the emperor recovers his cultivation, Linyao, I want you to look good. Oh. Lingzhou Sect accepts disciples, but he also knew a lot about this small force. After he was reborn and awakened his memory, the news he heard the most was about the Qingyun Sect. Although it is small, it suits me best right now. Now that I am still very weak, I can go to the central region through them. You can also get temporary shelter. Qingyun Sect, I am here. That the young man left without looking back, leaving only the corpse of the nether tiger in the wind, the burial god mountains. Master, I am ready, come. Ning Yan concentrated on circulating the spiritual energy in his body, and the spiritual energy was circulating wildly in his body. A white-haired old man beside him looked at the young man with satisfaction. He looked like a hermit. Yener, the Yin-Yang holy body ranks 9th in the holy body ranking, and it is very powerful. It needs strange fire to activate. Today I will help you awaken. Fire, that a ball of flame emerged from the old man's right hand. The flame was dark blue and beautiful. Don't underestimate it. This is the 29th blue nether fire in the strange fire ranking. The old man injected the strange fire into Ning Yan's body. Ning Yan operated the fire control formula according to the instructions, and soon the blue nether fire merged into his body. Ah! Section 47. You are listening at novelfull.audio. After Ning Yan screamed, he gritted his teeth and persisted, sweating profusely. After the strange fire entered the body, it was guided by the fire control technique and slowly entered the dantian, but its powerful power continued to burn Ning Yan's meridians. A quarter of an hour later, the boy lay weakly on the ground, but the slight upward movement of the corners of his mouth proved that he succeeded. Thank you, master. After he calmed down, he stood up and thanked the old man. In fact, his master is a soul living in the necklace around his neck. His master has been teaching him how to practice and his progress has been rapid, so he respects him from the bottom of his heart. That's right, Yener, now that your holy body has awakened, your strength has reached a higher level. It seems that helping me reshape my body is not far away. It's all because of Master's good teachings. I will definitely help Master build a perfect body when I reach my peak. Yeah, I'm interested. By the way, Yener, the overlord of Lingzhou, Qingyun Sect, is going to open a mountain to recruit disciples. You have to go there quickly, don't miss it. When I was alive, a small force like this could kill a large area with one slap. But you are still very weak at this time. If you join the other party, you will have more protection when going to the central territory. As the old man spoke, his eyes were filled with memories, Zhongyu. In the eyes of everyone, this is a holy land for cultivation, where strong people emerge one after another like crucian carp crossing a river. The legendary powerful emperor exists in this world. With your cultivation in the middle stage of nascent soul and the help of your master, Yener can easily join them. Seeing such an outstanding disciple, the old man was very pleased. He never expected that there could be a holy body in this barren land of the eastern region. Over time, the monks on the road to Qingyun Sect were like ants and locusts. Chapter 40 Billions of monks, ladder to illusion. At the foot of Qingyun Sect mountain, a quarter of an hour before the news came out, Lin Zhan hurriedly ran home. Then an exciting news was announced for all the Lin family juniors. The main sect will start recruiting disciples in 3 days. Very good. Now they finally have the opportunity to worship the master like brother Lin Bai. They couldn't wait any longer and stayed at the gate of the main sect every day, looking at the main sect with longing eyes, imagining that one day they will enter the main sect through their own efforts. This time the opportunity was placed in front of them, and it was up to them whether they could seize it or not. Apart from anything else, the Lin family can be considered to be the first to win the first prize. It is not that Lin Bai can open a back door for them as a direct successor in the clan, it's because the Lin family has made meritorious deeds and has been rewarded with immortal magic by their sect leader. Although I have been practicing for a short time, I must not underestimate him. You must know that it is an immortal method. During this period of practice, everyone's strength has been greatly improved. In addition, the head of the family, Lin Zhan, also attended the Qingyun Sect's meeting. The news was definitely known as soon as possible, and they could prepare early. 3 days finally passed as everyone in Lingzhou waited anxiously. At this time, the crowds of people under the Qingyun Sect's gate are not enough to describe. It is estimated that there are at least hundreds of millions, which almost fills the entire Qingyun mountain range, and there is a steady stream of people coming. However, there is no need to rush to catch up. This time, the Qingyun Sect's opening of the mountain and its recruitment of disciples is scheduled for 10 days, so it is completely in time. The scene was noisy but orderly. The 5 guards exuded the aura of the pinnacle of the real world and shocked the whole audience. No one dared to mess around. The aura of these 5 seniors is too strong. Are they the elders of Qingyun Sect? Yes, I didn't expect that the sect would attach so much importance to this recruitment of disciples and send out 5 elders before it even started. That's for sure. If such a powerful sect like Shangzong takes a little action, we can only look up to him. But let me tell you, the most powerful person in the Shang sect is the mysterious sect leader. It is said that he is an extremely powerful emperor. I usually don't spread this secret information to the outside world, but I'm telling you today, please don't spread it randomly. That a man said something astonishing, leaving everyone around him who didn't understand it dumbfounded. The sect leader is an emperor. Really fake. Great emperor. The existence that stands at the top of the continent is powerful throughout the ages. If this news is true. That. Feng Qingyang, when did I become the emperor? This guy really wasn't hired by me. When the time came, the Qingyun Sect's mountain gate opened wide. 4 figures including Shi Hao, Elder Yi Bai, Mu Feng, and Mu Tian walked out. Qingyun Sect first sent 5 guards to protect the order, then he sent his personal disciple Shi Hao and 3 outer sect elders to personally preside over the ceremony. At this time, the atmosphere of everyone at the foot of the mountain also reached its peak. Look! It's a senior from Qingyun Sect. The Qingyun Kaishan apprenticeship assessment is about to begin. Everyone under the mountain gate tried their best to look up. I saw 4 figures wearing sect costumes standing on the top of the mountain. From this perspective, the height is as high as the clouds, making the 4 of them look like immortals walking from the clouds. Shi Qinzhuan, you should talk first. At the top of the mountain, the elder spoke politely to Shi Hao in front. No matter where you go, there are no rules. As the Qingyun sect becomes more and more formal, everyone must abide by the rules. They were just outer sect elders, but Shihao was the direct descendant of the sect leader and could not mess with the rules. The Qingyun sect rules are also being compiled personally by the elders of the Law Enforcement Hall. It will be released after it is submitted to the sect leader for review and there are no problems. I believe it will be completed before the end of the apprenticeship. You're welcome, Elder. After Shihao finished speaking, he took the lead and walked to the front and said loudly. First of all, I welcome you all to come to our Qingyun sect to participate in the disciple recruiting conference without any hesitation. I wish you all can pass the assessment as you wish and enter our Qingyun sect. I am Shihao, the direct disciple of the sect master. I look forward to meeting you in the sect. Okay, I'm done. Next, the elders in the sect will tell you in detail about the specific assessment process of the first level. Shihao said a few polite words and then turned and retreated. Wow, the disciples of the previous sect are so handsome. They understand our hearts so well. Yes, in order to get to Qingyun sect, I have been traveling for 3 consecutive days without stopping. With the words of the direct disciple of the previous sect, my day and night journey is worth it. Wow. Some people were moved on the spot. Those who can get here now really traveled thousands of miles day and night. Who can tell the sadness of this? The direct disciple of the previous sect also personally wished them to pass the assessment. How can they not be moved? As soon as Shihao finished speaking, the 3 elders stepped forward. Yi Bai stood between the other 2 elders, looked down and said loudly, "We are the outer sect elders of Qingyun sect. Now let's talk about the assessment process of the first level, the illusionary ladder." After Yi Bai finished speaking, he circulated his spiritual energy and waved his hand. A brilliant green light flashed. A 100-mile-long ladder stretched from the sect gate to the foot of the mountain gate. The scene on the ladder that went straight to the sky was changing, and it was full of mysteries. This shocking scene made everyone dumbfounded. Chapter 49. You are listening at NaNoFull.audio. Ning Yan communicated with his master with his divine thoughts. This kind of big scene is too complicated, and he can't grasp it. As a big man in the central region, his master has seen more of the world than he has eaten salt, so he can definitely grasp it. Besides, since he started practicing, he has always liked to play the pig and eat the tiger. This feeling is too good. Whenever he sees the surprised expression of the enemy, he is satisfied. Yener, when you are undecided, you can ask your heart. The old man said something mysteriously. The transfer station of the world-weary novel 4-1, everyone has their own ideas, and he doesn't want his apprentice to rely too much on him. Heart. Master, I understand. Yes, my purpose today is to use them as stepping stones. You must show enough weight, so that others can value him. I will push all the way. Not bad, the invincible heart is formed. The old man nodded with satisfaction. Chapter 42, in the Qingyun sect, the 9 cauldrons test talent. Fuck. Look at that man. Fuck. What did they see? That was a cloud ladder that was as difficult as climbing to the sky for them. A man was walking briskly on it. It was simply outrageous to open the door to outrageous things, outrageous to the extreme. Even more outrageous than the man who was strolling leisurely on it. It's really annoying to compare people. Qin Han had already walked to more than 300 steps at this time. Still calm and composed, he noticed that someone was chasing him from behind, but he ignored it and continued to walk slowly step by step. Ning Yan surpassed the man in front of him in one go, and then continued to run up. He looked back when he surpassed Qin Han. Qin Han just smiled faintly, as if he didn't mind someone surpassing him. The emperor's character has been polished for tens of thousands of years, and it has long been as solid as a rock. He had experienced countless times when he was a teenager, such as competing for the first place, which children like to do. There are a total of 999 steps in the fantasy ladder. At this time, in addition to Ning Yan and Qin Han, there are hundreds of people struggling on more than 100 steps. They are sweating and struggling, not as relaxed as Ning Yan and the others, however. This is more than most people, and those who failed the trial are dejected. They either retreated at the first step or persisted until the 10th step and were teleported down. Of course, no one knows the result until the end. After all, failing one step is the same as failing 998 steps. At the top, the three elders looked at each other. Not bad, there are still a few good seedlings, especially the two people at the front. Look here, Ning Yen rushed to the top of the ladder and came to the front of the sect. The crowd below was boiling again. The first person to complete the test came out. This gave great encouragement to those who have not yet started the challenge. With the first one, there will be the second, third, fourth. Maybe if I try hard, I can climb up myself. Hello, Elder, my name is Ning Yen. Wait a moment, the second test will be conducted soon. Elder Yi Bai said with a smile. Being able to rush up in such a short time shows that this person is extremely determined and has strong willpower. He will be a disciple of Qingyun Sect in the future. Ning Yen stood on the top of the mountain and looked down. The one who climbed the highest now was the young man he looked back at. Now he has climbed more than 800 steps, and his steps are still very steady. He even suspects that this person is deliberately walking so slowly. Listening to the praises and admiration of the crowd below, he has a feeling of 10 years of hard work, and no one asks. Once you become famous, the world knows. Time passed slowly, and soon Qin Han also climbed up. Half a day later, at this time, half of the hundreds of millions of people have been eliminated. At this time, 1,000 people have gathered at the top of the mountain. These 1,000 people are those who have fought out of the millions and successfully climbed to the top and passed the test. Each of them talked to each other happily. They were glad that they could reach the top. They all knew the difficulties along the way. They all gritted their teeth and persevered. They encouraged themselves every time they took a step forward, and persevered a little more, and worked harder. They climbed to the top step by step with perseverance. The number of people is about the same. Now we will conduct the second-level talent test for you. After Yi Bai finished speaking, he noticed that some people were sad and some were happy, so he spoke again. You are now considered disciples of my Qingyun sect, so don't be sad if you can't pass the second level. Those who pass the first level will be menial disciples, and those who pass the second level will be outer disciples. There is a ranking list for menial disciples every 2 months. The top 10 will be promoted to outer disciples. The same is true for outer disciples. The top 10 will be promoted to inner disciples every 2 months. So as long as you work hard to practice, each of you has the opportunity to become an outer disciple, or even an inner disciple. This rule was set by Feng Qingyang and the elders after consultation to motivate disciples. No matter where there is competition, there is motivation. The ranking of the list is determined purely by strength. Each list only includes the top 100, and any disciple can challenge the top of the list at any time. In other words, if you are good enough, you can go up. Everyone who passed the ladder looked forward to following the elders into the Qingyun sect. This day finally came, and they entered the holy land of cultivation they had dreamed of. As soon as they entered the sect, the majestic spiritual energy rushed towards them. The spiritual energy turned into mist, and the pavilions and towers looked like a fairyland. Shocking. Shocking like never before. They were in Lingzhou and had never come into contact with the Holy Land. When had they ever seen such a scene that was enough to crush the Holy Land? When they thought that they were now disciples of Qingyun Sect, they would be able to practice and live here in the future, they were even more excited. Before, they only knew that Qingyun Sect was very strong and was the top sect that dominated the entire Lingzhou. Now they knew that Qingyun Sect had a strong foundation. How could such a sect not rise? Qin Han also narrowed his eyes. This Qingyun sect was not simple. The richness of spiritual energy far exceeded that of the central region. He had discovered since he came to the Qingyun mountains that the spiritual energy in the periphery was already comparable to that of the central region. He did not expect that the sect was several times better than that.